that would be kind of an alternate route, I think, maybe an easier route of getting to my conclusion that there's no in principle problem with this, though it would be via appealing to certain, via appealing to a kind of theoretical framework that actually I reject. So that's why I don't take the easier route, I guess. But
so what's interesting to me is that you don't want to answer this question purely in ethical terms. You are thinking about the social implications. And one of the things that I think you've built in is this notion that those that go and get voluntarily infected should also get some free stuff. So in other words, they should be given free medical care. They should be given quarantine facilities. And obviously that has some costs associated with it. You know, it's imagine the sort of, you're thinking about the private actors who are hurting each other. Let's say Jason and I organize a backstreet bare knuckle boxing fight. And we, sign waivers and, knock each other's faces in and break each other's noses. And we say, yeah, that's fine. You consent to that, no problem. You've got harms, but you did it for whatever motives you had. We don't really need to interrogate those motives. But when both of you arrive at the public hospital and say, please stitch us up for free at the expense of society, then maybe we recoil a little bit and go, hold on a second, I'm not so sure if we should be subsidizing your bare knuckle, bashing contest. And, there's an analogy with, getting, infected with COVID when you say, well, as society, we should pay for your treatment. It's one thing to say, well, look, if you want to go and do this on your own and not cause an effect on others, in other words, your bare knuckle boxing fight's not spraying out into the public and just hitting people wildly like you would if you got infected and then carry on your life while you're infectious. But we might also think, but if you're going to do that, you need to carry the medical costs. You need to go to a private hospital if you need it. You need to have your own quarantine facility, stay at home, locked up, and that getting the state to subsidize this as these other kinds of financial costs and maybe moral costs.
Yeah. So that might be right. So if we take the sort of hard right libertarian view, say that if two people consent to this, then that's their business. It might. I guess really, depending on how you flesh out that view, it might even be difficult to justify taxation and stuff to begin with. But